Hey everyone, Teehashee here, and we're floating around the bustling urban center of Mector in our thought process BattleTech gameplay commentary. And what we are going to be looking at is getting some contracts pounded out and some money in the bank. The good news is we don't really have any. Well, let's see. What do we have on hand? The Kentaro is good. The Firestarter is done. I think the Panther is more heat efficient than the Firestarter. Firestarter is going to be better in close quarters, though, which is what we're going to be dealing with. We've got our big HQ Cyclops up and ready to go. And in our heavy slot, it looks like we're taking the Orion. Hasn't been out on the town in a bit. I'm just going to take a quick look over our people. Now, for the Firestarter, having a scout and an ace pilot isn't entirely necessary. For instance, we can put someone like Decker. Really, there's a different kind of pilot of a caliber that we don't have because we haven't. That's what we were doing with Peace, and now Peace is gone for screwing up too much. So this is fine. We'll roll with this. It might be better to put glitch in this Orion, but I'm pretty sure we reconfigured it to behave a little bit differently. Well, here we can see 4 medium lasers, AC2, LRM-10. So I think we'll roll with this. Enough deliberating, right? I do like to deliberate. It looked like that that Firestarter had 720 armor on it, which is really respectable, honestly, because usually you're poking around just what, 5 maybe 600 armor for light mechs. And we pretty much have it maxed. Not quite, but pretty close. But you get a lot of flexibility with the hard points. Okay. Here we go. Loading screen, hopes and dreams. I actually have a medical appointment today that will be pretty important. Not like life and death important, but enough to influence future decisions and stuff like that. And so let's hope that goes in a way that isn't totally depressing. Okay. Looks like they're up here sitting in the water. We can come through the park, it looks like. Since Medusa is a scout, I think we can pretty safely sprint up here. We'll probably make contact right away by doing that. Here we go. let's see. Can't tell who they are yet, though. I'm just going to keep this. Well, I don't know why I think that. I'm such a weirdo. I'm all about keeping my big assault mechs in the back and sending the light stuff in, and it's just like that thing's got almost 2,000 armor. Get it in there. All right, let's make these guys come to us. 55 tons. It's not that big a deal. 65 tons. Slightly bigger deal. This lance has all of the initiative. The only thing it doesn't have is the Marauders bonuses. Alright, if there's anything really big out there, it's out of movement. There must be another lance out there. There has to be, because it's taking a long time. Okay. Not only is there another lance out there, but I think it's maybe an assault lance or has assault mechs in it. So I think with enough finagling, the 70 tonner is what we're going to be going against. I don't think there's anything we can do with the Cyclops to get line of sight, but Teehashee does have sensor lock. So what we're going to do is we'll trundle around over there a little bit, and then we'll sensor lock him. See what we got. Grasshopper. I'm probably getting fairly close to salvaging a complete Grasshopper, but I can't really remember. Oh, that's a sprint. We want to jump. I think there are specific structures in cities you can destroy for bonuses. Probably want to just manage our heat for now. Doing pretty solid damage anyway. Come up on this flank or keep these buildings in between us and them. Okay. We can definitely do some ace pilot shenanigans here, so we'll do that. That'll be fun. Okay. Let's reserve once. We should be able to reserve twice. Alright, we'll test it. Here's this other lance shooting at us. Alright. Give him everything. Okay. Shadowhawk 2H. Not too terribly concerned about that, of all things. See if we can get up here where we've got a shot on him. Still not yet. We might just wait for him to move in that case. We'll just wait. We have the evasion. We haven't taken any damage. Well, whoever this heavy / assault lance is, they've definitely got LRMs. Okay. That's pretty much what we wanted to see as far as his plays go. That's a catapult C1. Gonna have to take that seriously. Ouch. How'd she fare from that? Definitely not as well as I would have hoped. I think we're gonna sprint and switch places with her. There's an ammo explosion. It's what you get for having an LRM5 in your head. I think I mentioned that there's a MechWarrior 5 version of the Grasshopper that takes that LRM5 out of there and replaces it, and it's replaced with another medium laser, which is great. That's exactly what you want. That LRM5, it's really questionable whether it does more harm than good. Probably be able to hop Medusa in there and get this kill shot. That's what I would guess. $17 damage. It looks like we should be able to turn our medium lasers off. Could probably turn our small lasers off, but we also want to make sure we secure this kill, so let's just go with that. That looks pretty good though. Yep. The cicada we're probably going to ignore for the most part. More than anything, we're going to try and jump down this this catapult's throat. Speaking of which, could be that It's just because the Cyclops is the only thing that's close enough for them to shoot at. I don't know why they would shoot at that thing that's got 1,000 evasion and, you know, more armor than God. Okay, we got the catapult in the Goldilocks zone. Here's the Shadowhawk. Now, one thing about the urban combat stuff, it's nice that it's actually possible in this game. So let me start with by saying that it's nice that you can actually do that. Um, but it's also very easy to punish in this game, and I'll probably get to showcase that a couple times in this mission. So here they are blasting away at the Cyclops. Doesn't really matter. More LRMs. Pew 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 pew. LRMs. Pew 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 pew. And LRMs. Pew 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 pew. Okay, no. Was an interesting tactical choice. Okay. So we're gonna march up here. Now here I'll show this to you though if you're experienced at all. If you've been with me this long, you probably already know. But here you can see 70% shot with all these lasers on the Shadowhawk. Or you attack the building underneath him. All you have to do is 60 damage, which is, you know, we're gonna fire 5 of them probably. But 95% accuracy. So here we go. Pew. So there goes the building. And then look at the damage we did to the Shadowhawk. So it's a much safer play to, if they're on a building, just shoot the building, which is annoying because it very much invalidates the tactical value of urban combat. But you know, it's not my fault. Those are melee 45. It's almost as good as having the 2 medium lasers turned on, except produces no heat. Let's see what our damage is looking like for this fight. Sorry, I've run a fire starter like this before, but it's been a pretty long time. For right now, I think we're just gonna try and kill it. Use our initiative to our advantage. Boom. And it seems like we're gonna get that done. These pirates hate our guts anyway. Well, it's right through the armpit. How embarrassing. Alright, Behemoth. I think we'll just jump you. And this is probably the kill shot, I would hope. And it might not be. We'll precision strike to see if we can ensure it. There we go. I think next we'll be looking at punishing the Shadowhawk. Unless for some reason I can take the Cyclops and punch this Cicada. No, I can't. Oops. I'm just going to walk around this corner and try and leg the Shadowhawk before it moves. Even if we don't leg it, Precision Strike is going to take its priority away. We can punch you. We don't need to, but we can. At present, our lasers 100 do way more damage than our melee attack, at least theoretically. Okay, the Orion hasn't been shot at all, so this is all pretty much what we want for an outcome. These are reinforcements, I think. I think that it's either a Jägermech or a catapult. I can't tell. The little, like, I'm getting shot by rockets jig is kind of funny. Because he just kind of, like, shifts back and forth, where a lot of mechs are just like, ah. Okay. So here's Medusa. We're good to commit to this melee attack. It's probably smarter if we wait, but we haven't taken any hits. Oh, and we're actually running low on MG ammo. I was curious about this. We'll try and take out the Shadowhawk. There goes the leg. Scouts are doing fancy flank plays. I'm sure they're very proud of themselves. And let's just walk up here. We can see them both. It probably doesn't matter, but... And then... We're just going to look for this kill shot. There you go. We'll try and wipe out this Cicada this turn. Unlikely that it'll happen, but if we can, they're not going to be able to see us to shoot at us. So we'll just kind of walk up on this guy. It looks like we're looking head on. Apply directly to the forehead. So Decker, I think we will reposition like that. Probably coolant dumping early. I don't think so, but it's possible. That's got to be a kill shot. Yeah. Okay, so they're gonna have to move up because they can't see us anymore. And we have sprints now. Fighting here rather than going to where they are seems smarter. Well, it does look like we can do some like fancy stuff. Let's actually send our scout up and find out where they are. Oh, we've got two of them up on this big building. How hilarious. Let's hope they stay up there. All right, let's get our big chonker down here so that they have a nice juicy piece of meat to consider. I think the Kentaro as well. So there's another catapult at least. That's a C4. Now we should be much faster than them. And we can't ignore this opportunity. So what do we got? Thunderbolt, a quick draw, a catapult, and some other 65 tonner. And this huge building only has 80 health. I think we can do 80 damage just with the fire starter. So there's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Let's let them have it. Duh. Okay. I'm really tempted to focus down this quick draw. I think pretty much a shot from anything is going to destabilize the mech, and that's pretty much what we're looking to do here. There we go. There's a Jaeger mech alpha. I thought there might be one. I do like that mech quite a bit. Because of how hard points work, probably quite a bit better in this game than in MechWarrior 5. But definitely not going to say that it's bad in MechWarrior 5, because that's also not the case. Again, I think we're just going to shoot with everything and we're going to see what the damage is. I think we'll let Decker decide who lives and who dies. Probably get Medusa in there to deliver the kill shot this turn. Ah, my baby. No, the small lasers. Ah. Wham. I'm gonna have to reposition Behemoth, so I might let Behemoth kill the quick draw. Where'd that thing move to? Oh, it moved back here. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Probably unnecessary to do this. Maybe. There goes the leg at least. Definitely seems like we'll use the fire starter to finish this fight. I'm gonna jump. And we ran out of MG ammo for the first time, I think, ever. And we're overheating too. It's not gonna matter. Blam. Nice. You definitely don't need to be pushing as much damage right now as you can. Let's see. The C4 is in bad shape and it's low on evasion. So I think we'll move to this flank. The side flanks with medium lasers, especially if you have a lot of them. This is the flank that you always want to do. Like shooting straight at the side or the front of the target is always a disaster, but shooting at the side really focuses down. Because lasers are already really accurate. It's not that they'll necessarily miss. It's more like, you know, can you get them to all hit the same target? Doesn't seem like the best play. That seems alright. We'll do that. Pretty tough mech. It's taking it. That was some proper damage. This is pretty good play for not just for the catapult, but for this stage in the game. That thing basically took as much damage as it could safely take and then got out of combat. And I'll have to chase it down if I want to capitalize on the damage it's taken, which doesn't make a lot of sense with what we still have to deal with. So, well played. Both these guys still have a lot of movement, so probably move the Orion. Yeah, he's a master tactician. I was trying to figure out why he got to move, but that was why. We still have our cooldown. I think we'll probably jump into this. Makes sense to me. Stay too close to the Jaeger mech for its comfort. Oops, the daisies. I'm just gonna let the damage go where it goes, and we'll probably use our focus fire on the Cyclops. It's about to be like punchy Cyclops time anyway. Let's try and leg this bad boy. Looked like about half and half. MG ammo went up. Just walk up here. There goes the leg. Looks like we're gonna get the Thunderbolt this turn probably. So yeah, that was basically our reaction to their play. They dipped out with their catapult, and to punish them for that decent play, we dump everything into, you know, the Thunderbolt. Might need to do ace pilot stuff this turn. Why wouldn't you just use, or if you're gonna alpha strike, use your small lasers too? That'll probably hurt. Ow. I think just a little hop. That wasn't a little hop, that was a little walk, but that's okay. And then where's our Kentaro here? She's doing all right on her heat, so let's just bring her over here. I think we can turn our medium lasers off. That's the end of you. And that catapult pushed up, and we might just punch it to death. With that Jaeger mech. I did not anticipate that play. Jaeger may use headbutt. I don't think they're gonna really get a chance to capitalize on it. Maybe it's possible. Let's do front and center. Big punch. We have the heat. You're about to have a bad day. Shame that wasn't a kill shot, but it was probably good enough. Is it gonna shoot at the Kentaro? No. Because that like was an option. The Kentaro might have fallen over, and that would have been a bit of a pain. See what I mean? Manage our heat. Hutcha. Pew. Alright, now Behemoth. We haven't really done anything dedicated for salvage this mission so far. We're just gonna braze. So we can try and get this Jaeger mech. It's in decent shape. Pretty good Alpha Strike. He's still pretty hot. I'll just have him go do the big ol' punch. Okay. Probably save the fire starters play for a little bit later. Actually, this guy is the master tactician, isn't he? So we're probably going to let him move first, actually. Alright. Boom. Hopefully that's the knockdown. It wasn't. Kind of disappointing. It's alright. We got LRM5s to shoot at you. Another advantage over basically any other missile rack if you have the hard points is that you could basically decide how much instability you want to cause versus damage. And here we want to do very little, so we're going to do that. And then I don't think we need to use Behemoth. No, didn't need her this turn. Get up, you. Come on. See, he doesn't have any arms, and that mech doesn't really have arms with which to stand up anyway. So it would be a little bit better if there were just some thrusters that pushed the mech back up on its feet. Alright, we're probably going to do a flank attack because our melee attack would be way too punishing. Might be able just to let loose, actually. Let's just do that. Well, we're going to go for the leg attack. Might just do our instability stuff. There goes the leg anyway. This is the bit that gets a little tedious. I get it if it's not very much fun to watch this bit, but because we've essentially won, we're just here trying to pull stuff off the battlefield. And, it's a pirate. We could either buy this guy out or order his surrender, or, there are a couple options that would make more sense. Trade his mech for his life, that kind of thing. But, options like that, might have been weighed, and they, very realistically could have hurt the game more than they helped it. Okay. So we need to move around to this other side of the mech. Since the Kintaro has a fairly soft touch with SRM2s, I think we'll go for that. 14 damage. I think that's something like that. There we go. Only has one medium laser. Very sad. We'll go for the leg again. More than anything, we're hoping to take out that torso. But it seems very hard to do precision strikes on legs, so... we made some progress. Just do another one here. How much health? Not very much. That's probably all we want to do. Alright, Medusa. Oops, I didn't turn his lasers on. I don't know if it matters. There we go. Probably not the absolute best salvage. Probably only 2 at best. But salvage is tricky. We also don't know what else we got. Maybe we're looking to finish other mechs here. I don't know yet. Okay. Can finish the catapult C1. Can finish a thunderbolt. Anything cool down here? There's a plus damage medium laser. Pretty much gonna have to take that. There's a reduced stability damage gyro as well. Interesting. A lot of good stuff. There are 2 pieces of the Jaeger mech. It's enough to finish it, but since we can finish all of these other mechs, and we have to take this plus damage medium laser, it kind of pigeonholes us into those choices. No other mech parts. Big sad. But I think those mechs we can straight up take and sell, which we need to. It seems like taking money is quite a bit better in this game compared to MechWarrior 5. Seems like in MechWarrior 5, as long as you got decent rep and you're going to get a lot of shares, going salvage is the way every time. Okay, I think that's our first catapult C1. We're just going to send you to storage. See, bizarrely, it's got more laser and support hardpoints than missiles. Which ironically means you can turn a catapult into a pretty threatening short-range mech if you want to. Okay, I think we can put the Jenner away. The next time we go somewhere, we'll refit the fire starter and give it the boosted medium lasers. We ran out of MG ammo pretty early. I mean, some of that had to do with the urban fighting that we were doing. Some of it didn't. So I'll consider putting more ammo on it. But again, running out of ammo means that you can no longer be ammo racked, and so it's kind of nice to be out of it. Everything else did fine, it seems. Okay, let's go sell at least that Thunderbolt. See, 300,000, that's what we're selling for, and it seems like you could get that from just about taking money on just about any contract. 600,000 worth about twice as much. And I mean, this is a lot of money that we're sitting on. But that's how we do. Okay, so that pretty clean mission. We could take a peek at these contracts. We haven't even looked at them yet. See what we've got. We've got quite a handful of them. They're pretty difficult. Oh, so that should be pretty easy. Got a restoration lance coming in to help. Okay. A lot of battles. But yeah, you can see here, like the max pay for some of these missions is over 1 million C-bills, and in this game we're selling mechs for, like, we're selling heavy mechs for 500,000. Assassination, a lot of just straight up fighting on Mector, which is nice. That's what we want to see, because it does mean good salvage if we go for salvage, which I like to play salvager, so that's what I will probably be doing. How else do you get mechs if you don't go for salvage? That's how we got the great mechs that we have so far. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming along for this one. We'll do another one shortly. Take care.